Hello guys, welcome to some Starcraft 2. Map is Entombed Valley. We have our players who are going to be Heat as the blue Zerg in the top left hand corner, and the bottom right we've got moalord, who is playing as the red Protoss. Now the red Protoss can get a very nice wall off here. Forge Fast Expand is quite popular on this map and not too hard to do. You can actually wall off down here and get your second up really quickly. Well, let's just see exactly what they're going for. Looks like they might be going for... Are they going for the wall off? It's not a bad tactic actually here. This is a very good map if you want to play a macro game, because you're diagonally opposed to each other, so you are going to get quite a long travel time. There's a Zelnaga watchtower in the centre, which for once for the Zelnaga watchtowers is actually placed in a useful position. It's where most of the enemy is going to pass, so you can grab that. You're going to see the enemy coming in fairly quickly. Got a pylon coming down from moalord, just continuing to produce workers there for Heat. Got his overlord out. No longer supply block. moalord will become unsupply blocked now as well. Will he be getting anything out? He's kind of boosting out some additional workers. That's always a good idea. 3 lined up there. I'd like to keep 2 workers lined up at any one time, no matter what race I'm playing. Well, if I'm playing Terran or Protoss, I don't play Zerg because let's face it, I kind of suck. So I can't play Zerg. It's just the multiple base thing that does me. No sign of an expansion to their natural, and no sign of racing towards their third. Protoss probe there, and the drone from Heat just passing in the night. And what is... Yes, we're going to get up here and have a look around. Now, it's interesting to see whether he pops a proxy pylon down somewhere over here or here, just to get some early warp-in capability. And his probes there, finds what he's looking for. Hello, look what you found. Now popping down a pylon over here would be my tactic, but he's being closely watched there by... Oh, he's going for running around the centre here. Going to try and deny the natural expansion, and that's going to slow Heat down a little bit. He's got his spawning pool on. Oh, he's put a pylon down right where the Zerg will want to expand. We've got a spawning pool just on the way up as well. We've got a forge down as well, so forge fast expand does look like it's on the cards. Got a photon cannon down as well. Got a gateway down. Get out a couple of zealots, hold that. Get your next base up and running. That would be my trick if I was the Protoss at this stage. Protoss seem to have stalled building workers at 15. You should always continue to build additional work. Another pylon coming down. Never like this idea of pylons on the front line. Pylons only have 200 shields, 200 health, so they're very weak. If you've got, compare them to say the Forge, which has got 800 health, or the Gateway, which has got 500 cybernetics core, 1100 total. Zerg have... Protoss must have cancelled that out because there's nothing to have killed that. So yeah, the hatchery is down for the Zerg. Looks like we're going to have more workers out for everybody. No sign of... we do have a queen on the way as well from the hatchery. We've got a pair of queens, so he's going to move a queen down to the bottom as well straight away. We've got 1 gas up for the Zerg, 1 gas up for the Protoss, but they're not actually mining anything out of it. I'm not sure why they bothered to build it if they're not mining anything out of it. We've got 16 workers now. Should continue to build workers. We've got a Zealot on the way as well. This probe here not really doing anything. Is he waiting for enough cash to build? Yes, he is waiting for enough cash to pop down his Nexus of the Forge. Fairly fast expand. Oh, we've got a pylon in the back here. Will we see a photon cannon coming down? I would. Just because I can. I've kind of given my opponent fair warning that I'm the kind of git that likes to put pylons down. Is this a photon cannon? Yes, it is a photon cannon. The probe goes down. 2 Zerglings there are going to take that photon cannon down, or at least so severely damaged it was cancelled out as well. That pylon's going to come down, and that's going to be the end of moalord's attempt at, I wouldn't call it cheese per se, but his attempt at slowing down Heat's expansion. So Heat is now going to be able to pretty much build up this base as much as he wants. The moalord doesn't really have anything else to stop him. He's got his cybernetics core coming down. He's got a gateway bringing out a second zealot. We've got cybernetics core coming down. We've got the expansion coming down. More pylons coming down. The second assimilator coming down. Good idea if you're the Protoss. Protoss tend to use a fair bit of gas actually. Right. They still got a probe here doing nothing. What's this probe going to be doing? Putting down another photon cannon. Roach Warren now coming for the Zerg, so that's just about to finish and come up, which is going to be very nice. The Protoss can counter that quite easily. Roaches fall victim to Stalkers very easily. So get a handful of Stalkers out and you'll deal with the Roaches fairly easily. The Zealots can deal with the Zerglings. And of course also the Stalkers can deal with things like Mutalisks as well. We're upgrading their Lair Tech on the way. Queen there injecting larvae. There she goes, injecting some larvae. Workers down here. We've only got 2 workers down here. We've got roaches though. And their queen is also puking all over the hatchery down here as well. So we've got, what, 5 roaches? Yeah. Oh no, we've got a lot more than 5 roaches. They're all hiding in amongst each other. We've got 10 roaches available. What has our opponent got? Or does moalord got? He's got a Stargate up on the way. Just the one at the moment. 1 Stargate, 1 gateway. I would like to see like a string of gateways here or a string of Stargates. But either way, you've got an assimilator coming down. There's a lot of gas for what he's producing. He's got 2 assimilators up here, both with 3 workers. He's got another assimilator down here producing. He's got workers coming out now as well, which is always good. But he's still only got 16 and 24. He is a little bit short of workers. Right, a ground weapon level 1, chrono boosting out that warp gate technology, so we will have to see the gateway switch up into a warp gate. Unfortunately, there's no cunningly placed pylons around the place for the Protoss to use. What have we got coming down here? We've got an evolution chamber as well now. We've got the lair tech, so lair tech is obviously finished. The evolution chamber down. Got a hydralisk den down as well. That's going to be very, very nice for the Zerg. Going to be very, very useful. I mean, the Zerg are pretty much going to need to build a hydralisk den. Very, very rare that you see a Stargate not being built by the Protoss. And the Protoss rally point is right next to the Overlord. Oh, is he changes? No, he's got a Void Ray out. The Void Ray is just going to go and hunt down Overlords. That's kind of standard. Most Overlords will get hunted down by Void Rays very, very quickly. And here comes the mass gateways coming down now. We've also got another pylon coming down here. We've also got the Twilight Council, so we'll see. Yep. Zealot speed on the way. So we've got Zealot legs on the way. But only 2 Zealots, which is unusual. I imagine we'll see a warp in fairly soon, actually. I would imagine the Protoss do have the cash for it and the gas for it. They should be doing some warping in. We've got quite a few troops there now. No upgrades coming from the Zerg either. Zerg spreading creep. We've got 4 more Hydralisks coming there for the Zerg. The Zerg do, because of that Void Ray's attack on the Overlord, the Zerg do know that the Hydralisks are on the way. Now Hydralisks do quite a lot of damage but are fairly squishy. So Zealots, good against Hydralisks. And Stalkers are good against Roaches. So basically tier 1 units are going to be versus gateway units. And this is kind of the standard matchup. Void Rays will do loads of damage against Roaches because they're an armoured target. They've only got 145 health, and this thing will do how much damage if he does? It'll do 10, but he can boost it with the Void Ray damage. One of those sort of prismatic beams against massive units. I was sure that he did it against. Sure he did additional damage to armoured units. Well, there you go. I've just learned something. Void Ray, they're going to be taking out. Yeah, Void Ray there, taking out a little Zergling. They're going to go and try and grab the Zelnaga Watchtower. The Zerg force building up. Nice little Zerg army that's building up now. But we've got an Archon on the field for moalord. More Zealots coming out as well. moalord's Archon trying to get out of that narrow gap. Photon Cannon taking down those rocks. I'll use the Void Ray. It will take it down really, really quickly. Pylon going to be coming down at the Zelnaga Watchtower as well, but how long will the Zerg allow this to happen? I don't know. The Zerg haven't spotted it. They obviously don't know anything about it yet. But the Pylon is now coming down. Some more warp-ins here for moalord, and still the Zerg do nothing. We've got ground weapon level 2 on the way. We've got Archons being warped or merged in 2 more. Good lord, we've got... that is a lot of gateways off of 2 bases. That's a lot of gateways coming off for 2 bases. No upgrade to air weapons. We've got ground weapon level 2. Now, if you're going to have Archons, I would be getting shield upgrades. Here comes the Zerg army. Zerg army is the Protoss force. Will they be able to take out those Zealots that just warped in? No, they're not. They're going to let them escape. Okay, the Zerg army now controls the Zelnaga Watchtower. I say, at this stage of the game, or this positioning, it is useful. It is a useful thing to have just there, but they're going to push forward. They don't need it at the moment. Alright, we've got 3 Archons. 3 Archons. Now, Archons are beautiful against the Zerg army because they do extra damage against biological, and everything in their army is biological. Absolutely everything. Now, has he got Psystorm? No, he doesn't have Psystorm, which is a bit unfortunate because Psystorm on that ramp right now would be very, very nice indeed. The Archons, though, absolutely ripping their way through that enemy force. Zealots trying to get in amongst the Mutalisks. The Mutalisks, squishy little Mutalisks, being ripped to pieces by the Zealots, but the Zealots have run into the Roaches, and that is a much harder target to kill. But it does look like this army is going to get mopped up by the Protoss, and the Protoss is chasing them home. Zealots have got Zealot legs, so they can keep up with them all the way home. Thank you very much. The Archons are not slow either. And look at this, the Archons just zapping of those Hydralisks. Will they pause to take out that? Yes, they do pause to take out that creep Jimmer, and the Protoss force are pushed forward all the way. Pylon coming down here, more Zealots being moved up, and Archons coming as well. Storm is now available and ready to use. moalord has no observers. I'm curious about that. He doesn't have observers, so he's can't see the creep Jimmers, because killing off the creep Jimmers would be a really good thing, because at the moment he can see everything he does when he moves across the creep. So he knows that his army's up here. A pylon over here. Oh, he's got a pylon plan. Here comes the proto-build pylon. We've got a stalker, a single solitary stalker. And Zealots charging in, trying to do as much damage as possible. Storm right now would be really good. Oh, no! Ran into it with his own Zealot. Oh, that would have hurt the Zealots probably as much as it hurt the Zerg. The Zealots mostly only lost shields, so that's kind of okay. But these Archons, 15 kills on that Archon. Void Ray there doing a lot of damage. Zealots charging in as well. Try not to drop a... Yep, the Zealot's shields hadn't fully healed. In fact, we've got one Zealot there with 27 health left. High Templars, running up the ramp there. Are they going to morph into... No, they're not going to morph into Archons. We've got 3 more Archons on the way, though. Archons are doing beautifully. Here, wait until it... Storm! No! Lovely. Don't run in with the Zealots! No! Oh, no, not again! Oh, the Zealots. Oh, nice Storm there, though. Now, don't run in with the Zealots. Oh, beautifully done. That is exactly what the Protoss should be doing at this stage. Dropping Storms all over. Look at the way these Archons are just mopping up these biological Zerg. Oh, the Storm does seriously. Look how much damage the Storm does. It virtually almost kills a roach in one good solid hit. And look at that heat. Unfortunately, he has to quit the game because he realizes that he has got nothing to stop this force racing through his base. Have a quick look at the casualty table on there. Units killed 93 to 44. That is quite something. That's quite heavy losses actually for the Protoss. A lot heavier than I would normally expect to see, but the Zerg on that were just totally outclassed by the Archons, who absolutely massacred them. Nice use of the Storms. Unfortunately, the Zealots were just over eager and kept running into them, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's just the way the game plays. Thank you very much, guys. I've been Havoc. Catch you guys on the flip side.